Hi, I'm Lisa Greenfield with Truth in Hand, and it's Daily Tarot time. We're looking at the week of April 3rd through the 9th. We had our epic new moon last week. We've got Mercury going retrograde the next week. And this week we've got lots of help from the stars and the cards because we're getting ready for a big corner in very short order. This week can help. Before we dive into that, though, I did want to make sure you know, if you like this, if you want more information about you from tarot, astrology, and the always fascinating map of you there in your hands, then be my guest at truthinhand.com, where there's even a free sample for you. All right, please enjoy. Meanwhile, let's get to the week. There's a lot to talk about. We've got our card of the week as the Archer. Now, the Archer is a wonderful card in the fact that it's in the Major Arcana. This is the success card, Major Arcana success. So this is a big win. And this week is important in a lot of ways. But what I love about the Archer in the Wildwood Tarot is it talks about physical strength, the right tools, and then letting go. So this is all about really letting your body anchor you, tuning in with everything else, and using the right tools, and then pulling that arrow of desire back, those dreams and those goals, and then letting them fly. Trust that the arrow will hit the mark. And the Major Arcana card says you do. You hit the mark. Now here's how. This week we've got the Monday, the Wanderer. And this is an important card for, continuing that theme of the new moon last week, which is logic is not going to help you here. You'll win the battle if you use logic, but you will lose the war. There's so many other parts to you. Logic, our brain is one part, our heart is another, our bodies, our intuition, all of these have to get into the mix this week. And the Wanderer reminds us to trust that, to let that come through us. And with the Cardinal Cross being activated on Monday, that moon in Cancer, we've got Pluto, the deep transformation, Uranus, the great awakener, the moon, which is our core needs, and Jupiter, the expansion planet, all being lit up in tension to show us how to forge a new direction. Okay, so you're going to have to bring all of the parts of you in, right? And we're going to continue that theme on Tuesday with the Green Woman. She follows the Wanderer. And the Green Woman is that endless abundance. And what's amazing is we have an endless abundance of aspects today. It's like Moon square Uranus, we've got Moon trine Chiron, we've got Sun square Juno, Moon trine Venus. I could go on and list the whole list, but the bottom line is, one person tagged this as the delayed gratification. And what I liked about all of this confluence of events is understanding the Green Woman, the abundance. You didn't realize how many choices there were. And our brain even freaks out with too many choices. So, this is where we had our blinders on. But now you can start to see where the things that you haven't had happen yet, that dream that you don't have in hand, it's because it was getting bigger, stronger, more help was coming in to make it possible. So trust the abundance, trust the flow. And you're going to want to do that because on Wednesday we move into the pole star, but it's reversed. This is one of the few cards in the deck that when you reverse it, it really is not a negative so much as you're having trouble believing that dreams can come true. And this week's theme is helping you heal that place that doubts, helping you heal the part of you that thinks that you have to make it all happen, rather than trusting that the world around you is really conspiring to help you get those dreams, just in a bigger, different way than you may have thought. And with Mars trine Pluto, it's all about our actions as well. The way that you act on the dreams that you have are profoundly changing. So notice where you don't have to do as much. You can be, and let that be more of your guidepost, right? And it's so cool because Thursday we move into the Seven of Stones, which is the Green Woman, which we had a couple days ago, sitting in front of the wounded masculine, hello Mars and Pluto yesterday. Thursday, we're all about really healing that place in us that thinks we have to do. Some of it is allowing. Some of it is being present. Some of it is about breathing in and out and letting the world around us show up in a richer way. It's in partnership that we can heal. All right. And the aspects today with the moon trine Uranus, you get those aha moments. The light bulb goes on. It's like you'll have a little help. And then moon trine Saturn later in the day, so you can really anchor it for the long term before we move into Friday. And you've got the Two of Wands here. Oh, sorry, Two of Bows in this card, in this deck. Two of Bows. Same thing. We're still talking intuition here. Two is always about that inspiration through partnership. And with the astrology today, we've got a lot of opposition. Sun opposite Jupiter, moon opposite Neptune. So with this, it's in contrast that we learn. Our disappointments can show us more about what matters enough to us to keep going, even when we don't have an early victory. Where do we show up for ourselves and say, I'm not giving up? And where do we have like minds and even contrasting minds that help us understand more about what's going on? And that's important because we move into Saturday with the Knight of Pentacles. Now we have a grand trine today with the Moon, Mars, and Pluto, all in Earth signs. And with the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving knight, this is an important recalibration of how we act on things to help bring about that deep transformation that we can feel secure with. And you have help. You're going to get there. In fact, you've already turned the corner. It's a very subtle, gentle recalibration, but tune in, feel it. And you're going to want to know that because on Sunday we move into the Six of Stones. Now with the Knight of Stones on on Saturday, then we move into the Six of Stones on Sunday, which is the balance card. They call it exploitation here, but I really see it as more of a giving and receiving issue. If you're giving too much, it's like exhaling all the time. You're going to fall flat on your face with no air to power you. If you're receiving all the time, take, then you're going to explode. So there's got to be balance, not just internally, but how we also partner up in the world. With the world itself, we're out of balance in the world that we're living in, both personally and on a global scale. Where balance needs to be addressed is critical to move forward in a way that is harmonic with not only having your dreams come true, but having the space to enjoy them, okay? Having the support to let that go on long term, and with Saturn in the mix this week, it is about those long-term goals. So with that Six of Stones, six is always that, whole and complete unto yourself. Internalize everything that you've done this week, trusting all of you, not just the logical part that wins the battle and loses the war, but all of you, your heart, your spirit, your actions, put those behind all of these things and let it move forward because we got a big week ahead of us the week after. All right, but now you're armed, and I look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Lisa Greenfield with Truth in Hand.